It was Christmas Eve on the island of Sodor. All the engines and ponies were working hard. Thomas, Twilight, Toby, and Applejack were busy hauling people and packages up and down the barbed wire branch line. Everyone was in a merry mood. That is, except for Thomas's coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, who were complaining.
Every year it's always the same. We're overworked.
Oh, come on, girls. Where's your festive spirit? Christmas Day is tomorrow.
Further alongside the track was a little cottage with a familiar person waving at them.
Hey, Twilight, it's Mrs. Kindly.
They always felt better every time when they see her.
You know, Twilight, Christmas on Sodor wouldn't be the same without Mrs. Kindly.
When the work was done, they went to see their friends at Tidmachette's. They were surprised to find the other engines' coats of paint already been polished.
Well, little Thomas, just look at us now. Twilight will have to work twice as fast to get you as grand as us.
Never mind that now, Gordon. I've something important to say. Do you all realize it's been exactly 1 year since Mrs. Kindly has saved us from a nasty accident? You remember when she was sick in bed and...
Oh, yes, of course, I remember. You told us how she cleverly waved her red dress out of the window to warn you two about a landslide near the tunnel.
You told me Applejack gave her presents, and to cover her so she can see some in the mail and to get better.
Oh, yes, but the rest of us never got a chance to thank her properly.
Ah, that's right, Rarity. You and the other ponies have to go back to Equestria to celebrate your own holiday. What's it called again?
Hearthwarming Eve.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Applejack.
So, wouldn't this be the first time you ponies would be celebrating Christmas?
Oh, in a way, James darling. But Christmas seems to follow in some of the same traditions as Hearthwarming Eve does, except with different origins.
Anyway, my point is, I think we should all throw Mrs. Kindly a very special Christmas party as a thank you for her good deeds.
That's a great idea, Thomas. A party, huh? Count me in.
Ooh, I want to help by being the party planner.
I'll help too by organizing everything together to make sure it goes smooth as silk. And I'll make some Santa hats with the help from my boutique shop back in Ponyville. Oh, this is so exciting! And I'll provide the catering for the party with Sweet Apple Acres so I'll be close to supplies when I need them.
But wait a minute, girls. What about our families back in Equestria? They'll be wanting us to celebrate Hearthwarming Eve with us. As much as I want to celebrate Christmas here, we can't just leave them to celebrate by themselves without us being there.
Don't worry, Fluttershy. We can get back to Equestria in time for Hearthwarming after Mrs. Kindly's party has ended.
Thank goodness.
The engines were very excited, and the ponies hoped that Sir Toppinhead would agree of such an idea, as to their surprise, he did. Everyone was soon making plans when silence fell. Sir Toppinhead had brought bad news.
The weather's been bad lately. Mrs. Kindly snowed in from last night's storm. Toby and Applejack say they'll help to rescue her. You and Twilight must help her too, Thomas. There's no party until you do.
Thomas hated snow and didn't like wearing his snowplow, but agreed to help anyway.
We'll do our best, sir. We must rescue her, no matter what.
That's a good engine. All four of you will manage very well.
Soon, Thomas charged through the snowdrifts fiercely. Most times they swept aside, and other times they got stuck fast, and the workers had to dig them out. When they got to the cutting near the Kindly cottage, they could go no further.
Whoa, Nellie! That snowdrift's as big as my barn back home. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work in order to dig through all that snow.
Mrs. Kindly, we're here.
Then an answering wave came from the upstairs window. Then they all heard a familiar sound of a car motor.
Hey, that's our old friend, Terrence. He's come to help too. And just in time.
Luckily, Terrence had a snowplow on him and was working hard to clear a path from the cottage to the railway in a safe manner. By the end of the day, the rescue mission was complete. Percy and Pinkie took the tired workmen back home. Terrence even said goodbye to Mrs. Kindly and promised to look after her cottage as he watched her board Henrietta and headed back. The engines and ponies had made good time. When they got back to Titmus sheds, the snow had stopped falling, but the sheds were dark, and there was no one to be seen. Both Thomas and Twilight's hearts sank with sadness. Then suddenly, all the lights went on, and when a magnificent sight awaited Mrs. Kindly.
Well done, everyone. I'm very proud of all of you.
And during the party, Mrs. Kindly thanked the smaller engines and their ponies.
Thomas, Twilight, Toby, and Applejack are really good friends. And now, Percy, you and Pinkie Pie are my friends too.
Percy and Pinkie Pie were very pleased and overjoyed.
Yes, yes! Now I have another friend to add to my friends list!
3 cheers for our friend Mrs. Kindly!
Then they all began to sing.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thomas and all of his friends thought this was the best Christmas they've ever had, and Mrs. Kindly could think of nowhere else where she'd rather live than here with her good friends on the island of Sodor.